Sometimes, the most mysterious stories aren't just confined in novels or cinema. Real life holds some of the most astounding tales that leave us questioning reality. One such fascinating story is that of Benjamin Kyle, a man who solved his own disappearance in a journey marked by resilience, mystery, and self-discovery. His experience reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming uncertainty, the human spirit can persist and conquer. The day Benjamin Kyle disappeared. In 2004, a middle-aged man was discovered near a Burger King dumpster in Richmond Hill, Georgia. He was naked, bruised, and had no identification. Suffering from a severe case of amnesia, he couldn't recall who he was, where he came from, or even his name. The hospital staff gave him the name Benjamin Kyle after the restaurant's initials. BK doctors were perplexed by his case, labeling him as a John Doe with retrograde amnesia, condition where someone loses memories of their past life. Kyle had no idea how he ended up in Georgia, and while he could remember general knowledge and facts, his personal history was a blank slate. For months, authorities and social services worked tirelessly to uncover his identity. They ran fingerprint tests, consulted missing persons databases, and sought help from the FBI. Despite extensive efforts, no one could find any records or information on Benjamin Kyle. It was as if he had simply ceased to exist. Years of living in the shadows. Without a social security number or any proof of identity, Benjamin Kyle was stuck in a limbo. He couldn't legally work, open a bank account, or even secure housing. For the next several years, he moved from place to place, staying in shelters and relying on the kindness of strangers for survival. Yet, he remained determined to uncover the truth about his identity, constantly pushing authorities and media outlets to help him find out who he truly was. His story was covered by several television shows, documentaries, and even online forums, with viewers from around the world expressing sympathy. Despite this exposure, Kyle's identity remained a mystery. However, with his unbreakable resolve, he refused to let his story fade away. Every interview, news segment, and article about him carried a message of hope. Help me find myself. The power of social media and DNA testing. In the early 2010s, Kyle's story gained traction on social media, and a few volunteer genealogists stepped in to help. They used advanced DNA testing, a technology that had improved significantly since he was first discovered. By analyzing his DNA profile and comparing it to various databases, these genealogists began to construct a potential family tree. Finally, in 2015, after years of meticulous analysis, the genealogists uncovered a breakthrough. They identified his relatives and traced his family roots back to Indiana. It turned out that his real name was William Burgess Powell, born in Lafayette, Indiana, in 1948. The mystery that had haunted Benjamin Kyle for over a decade had finally been solved. A journey of resilience and self-discovery. Learning his identity after so many years was both a relief and a revelation for Kyle. Despite the lost years, he finally had a name and a history. His journey, however, wasn't just about recovering his past. It was also about discovering his own resilience and determination. Benjamin Kyle's story is an inspiring example of how persistence can carry us through even the darkest times. Through sheer willpower, he challenged the odds stacked against him. His story became a beacon for others facing identity crises or personal struggles, showing that no matter how insurmountable a problem seems, there's always hope. Kyle once said, "I was a man with no name and no history, but I found myself because I didn't stop searching." His words echo a message that resonates with everyone who has felt lost or defeated in their own lives. Lessons from the man who solved his own disappearance. Benjamin Kyle's story teaches us several life lessons that can serve as inspiration. 1. Never give up on yourself. Even when everyone around him had given up, Kyle refused to stop searching for answers. This relentless pursuit can be applied in everyday challenges. Whether it's a personal, financial, or professional issue, persistence is key to overcoming adversity. 2. The power of community. Kyle's breakthrough came from people who believed in his story and offered their expertise. From the genealogist who helped piece together his family tree to the media that spread his story, it was a collective effort of the community that led to his discovery. 3. Hope amidst darkness. Kyle's years of uncertainty didn't break him. Instead, he emerged stronger. His story shows us that hope is not just a feeling, but an actionable belief that we can cling to even when everything seems lost. Conclusion: Benjamin Kyle, or William Powell as he is now known, solved his own disappearance through sheer perseverance and the help of people who refused to let his story be forgotten. His journey reminds us that even in the most unimaginable situations, we have the power to define our own identity and rise above our challenges. His life stands as an enduring message of hope and determination, proving that no matter how lost we may feel, the path to self-discovery is within our reach if we just keep searching. Today, Kyle's story is not just one of personal triumph. It's a symbol of resilience, a testament to the human spirit, and an inspiring reminder that sometimes the only person who can truly solve a mystery is ourselves.